top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, Oregon quarterback Ncaa is so excited to kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff, showing last year he believes Oregon can take it all the way this season. And it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Ncaa and the Oregon Ducks. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Moore. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that.
He's going to let it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Allison Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on Well, it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's Underwood to throw. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Oregon. Took it all the way back to the house.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. But he's got room.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Out. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Underwood. Here comes the heat. Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Throws to the wideout. Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Runs through a tackle. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defense is sitting back on 3rd and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Moore. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Working that left side now. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
The run inside. It's Marshall. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Throwing, Underwood. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. On the move. Inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan!
A nice job on this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6.
Set to kick this one away.
Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Moore. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Return.
Throwing more. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Marshall. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Fighting Irish who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's Underwood to throw. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it. Just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Here's a little room there. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Unloads quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Underwood. Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Here's more to throw. Under fire. No They're close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
In the gun on third down, Moore. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Delivers the stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Throwing, Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Here's Underwood to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Underwood. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Here's the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown Ducks! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rush is on him, and it's a sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. They get to him as he throws. It's complete. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. At midfield, he's got room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still...
He's going to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped, but not